Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'll be talking about Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord episodes 3 and 4. Okay, if you see my previous video, I did talk about episodes 1 and 2, the premiere episodes that was released last week, and yeah, I really like it. I didn't think it was like amazing, but it was a solid starter to the show. Like, I love Darth Maul. I think the animation is like absolutely stellar. It's definitely the best part about the show, and how it feels darker compared to like other animated shows like Clone Wars and Rebels. So I did enjoy these first two episodes, but if you want to hear my in-depth reviews of those episodes, please find in my channel. In today's video, like I said, I'll be talking about 3 and 4. They release these episodes weekly, and I think that's a great idea because these two episodes were like part of a storyline, like part 1 and part 2. Okay, if you haven't seen it, obviously there's gonna be spoilers, so let's begin. What I think about episodes 3 and 4, dude, it was even better. Like, I love episode 1 and 2, but these episodes really solidified what this show is about, the tone of the show, and where the story will be going. And I do like these implications because they are pretty dark. And I really like how the show feels like Andor, which I will talk about pretty soon. We start the episode with Devon being captured by Maul and his men, and she escapes, but, Maul finds her, and he's trying to persuade her, to use the dark side or like just embrace it. I like his ideology of, what he thinks about the Empire, the Jedi Order. He obviously hates the Jedi Order. They were his enemy, literally number one enemy. I like how his mindset changed, where it's like, these were my enemies. I hated them, but I do respect them more than the Empire. And now it's like the Empire is the common enemy. So you as a Jedi Padawan, me as a ex Sith Lord or dark side user, we have to like join forces to end the common enemy, which is the Empire. And I really like that aspect. You can see how it's changing the character of Maul. He's obviously growing, he's getting a character development, which I absolutely love. And I don't know where they're taking the character on from this show onwards is really exciting for me. I know where he ends up in like Rebels and stuff, but to explore this time frame, what Maul thinks about the Empire and Palpatine and Jedi is one of the most intriguing parts of these episodes, to be honest. But yeah, so Devon manages to escape, and like the whole two episodes starts to become this crime drama that we've been watching like from episode 1. Like Maul wants to get revenge on the Pikes, which he does, and then there's also double crossing and betraying each other. It's just about Maul, getting revenge on the people who betrayed him, and then trying to build his crime empire. And the way he tries to make like a deal with Lawson, the police chief, is just so good. I love their dynamic. Even in those moments, he still brings the topic of the Empire. Like, he says they are our common enemy, and it just adds more into his character. And how these two characters view the Empire is really intriguing. But talking about Lawson and like the whole police department, I thought these two episodes did capture that tension within the department, where Tubus, the robot, he wants to call in the Empire because this like Maul situation and like the whole civil war with the crime lords situation is getting out of control, and he wants to call the Empire to de-escalate the situation. And Lawson's like, nah, if we bring them here, they will not leave, and it's just worse for us. So the whole conflict with that is really cool. I really like the dynamic of these characters within those scenes, and that's why I mentioned Andor, because it does feel like Andor, the way they're setting up the storyline for those characters and that specific like narrative thread. It feels more grown up, it feels more adult, and it's talking about how Empire is actually viewed from different kinds of people. They're obviously they're scary, they are the Empire, but like the Star Wars films make it seem like they're just a bunch of fucking idiots, basically. Like, especially the stormtroopers, they are not that feared. But I love Andor and now Maul that they show Empire. No, these people are feared. Like, you don't want them on your planet. You don't want them on your home turf because they're gonna take everything, and you're screwed. But yeah, this show is definitely portraying that message really well. And the character of Lawson, man, I love him even more. Like, his voice actor, obviously, I love the actor, but he's doing such a great job. He's bringing such a different and unique vibe to a Star Wars character. He kind of feels like Andor, to be honest, if he was a police chief. He's trying to do the right thing. Sometimes he does some things that, the police wouldn't want him to do. So in that kind of way, he does feel like a hotshot, but he's definitely a good guy, and his whole storyline with his son, getting to know him and his family is really good. I really like those scenes, like him trying to juggle the life between his, personal life with his son and like his work life with the police. I think it adds more to the character, and these two episodes really did build up everyone, even Devon and her Jedi Master. Like, these characters actually feel like real characters now. They have character development. Their thoughts and beliefs are conveyed very realistically. And it's just like with those two characters, Devon and her master, it's just, even though we've lost everything, you cannot lose your, pureness, your humanity. The feeling of trying to save people. You cannot lose that, because if you do, you'll end up like the Empire. And yeah, those scenes are really well written. And obviously, finally, we have the fight scene with Maul, Devon, and our master, which was animated beautifully. I just love how Maul moves. It's very acrobatic, and Devon as well. Her movements are really unique. And I thought in some scenes she did like some breakdancing moves, like she was like flipping around everything on the floor. I thought it was cool. But yeah, like the first two episodes, the animation carries the show. It's just breathtaking. It's definitely the best like Clone Wars style animation I've seen so far. And overall, these episodes were better than the first episodes. I'm actually enjoying Maul now. I thought he didn't do much in the first episodes. I know he did like a lot of fighting and stuff, but I wanted to know who Maul is. Even though I know him, I just want to know more about him. Like, what does he think of the Empire? What does he think of all the situation that's going on around him now that there's no Jedi? And they answered my questions, which looks like they will answer in the future as well, because he is really trying to lure Devon into, being his apprentice. And I think it's gonna happen if you know the storyline with Maul and Darth Talon, which will be really cool to see if that happens. I hope they justify why it happens. I hope it's not like the Acolyte where the main character just switches to the dark side, without explanation. Anyway, I don't want to talk about Acolyte. But yeah, this show is really good. My only concern is that these two episodes were quite short. They were like 21 to 25 minutes, but 1 minute was like recap, and then 2 minutes is like a credit. So we only have like 18, 19 minutes of actually new material in the episodes. I think these should be at least half an hour. I think they would add more to the show. It will flesh out more characters like Darth Maul's sidekicks, like the older Mandalorians and like the Zabrak people. I just want to know more about them. Like I said, I don't remember the Zabrak people's name, like the Zabrak characters. It's already been 4 episodes. I don't even know their name. But yeah, I want to explore those characters more. But luckily, they did get more scenes in these episodes, which I appreciated. And the ending of episode 4. Bro, holy shit. Like I said, spoilers, but the Empire's here. And, Tubu's actually called the Empire. It's just gonna escalate. All the Inquisitors are gonna come. I hope Darth Vader comes. I want to see Darth Vader interact with Maul. I don't even need a fight. I just want to see them interact, like what they think of each other. That conflict will be very interesting to see. But either way, like, what do you think of the episode? Did you like it more than the first two? I definitely did. I can't wait for episodes 5 and 6. I think it's gonna be banger. But yeah, let me know down below what you think of the episode. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I'll see everyone on the next video.